What's up, everybody? Your favorite asshole here. I'm actually, once again today, I do not have a question, but I guess I'm in one of those moods today where it's coming to me, just things that have bothered the shit out of me, like the DPS office. I was sitting there a couple months back, and they've adopted a new numbering system. It doesn't go in order. They just call out these random fucking numbers, so you have no idea when your fucking number is going to be called. And the population in this particular town that I live in has actually grown to about 30,000 more vehicles since last year because of job availability here. It's easy as hell to get a job. So, because of that, the DPS office, which is actually the DMV to most people, the DPS office has actually become more crowded, and it's actually become extremely ridiculous. So I'm sitting there for 2 hours, and of course, nobody has that long of an attention span. I'm not paying attention to what number's about to be called, as if it would matter anyways, because they don't call numbers in order anymore. So I'm here playing a game on my phone. I hear my number. So I put away my phone, get everything gathered up, this stack of fucking paperwork that they got me. Get up to the counter and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we already called your number." And they expect me to take another number and wait another 2 hours to get there. And I'm gonna tell you guys how to solve this problem. And hopefully it'll help me get back at the DPS office, because this is gonna piss them off. So anyways, this is what happens. As soon as she tells me to grab another number, I'm like, "Hey, is there a manager or something I can speak to?" I was like, "I've been waiting for 2 hours, and you're saying that it took me too long to get up here to your line to claim my spot, so you overlooked me." I was like, "I'm sorry, but that doesn't seem right to me. May I speak to your manager?" And I said it in just that tone at about that same volume. Yes, there was a little bit of irritation in my voice, but nothing to indicate that I was going to be a real problem. So the manager is this horrible, like wild-haired donkey witch of a woman. I mean, she literally looks like something out of fucking Sleepy Hollow. And she comes up there with this giant lurch of a fucking DPS officer, which is, a state trooper, with his fucking hand on his gun, right? Like, I just told them I was going to burn the fucking building down. So I'm sitting there explaining the situation. I was like, "Look, can you just be a human being?" I was like, "I know I missed my turn." I was like, "And I apologize, but I've been waiting for a very long time." And I think that, considering I did hear the number and I came up here and I was, a couple seconds too late according to your clerk here, I think that, that's a little unreasonable. So, granted, there was a little bit of my fault in this. I should have been paying more attention, but at the same time, for fuck's sake, 2 hours sitting there at the DPS office is a little bit fucking ridiculous. So this guy is standing there while I'm trying to explain this to this lady with his hand on his fucking gun. Now, if you ask for a manager anywhere else, they have to kiss your ass or, tell you to get the fuck out, whatever. By no means, just because you are the DPS or DMV office, does that constitute you having the right to threaten me with an armed man. I mean, that is fucking bullshit. I couldn't even believe it was happening. And yes, if some asshole, I don't care if he's got a badge or not, comes up to you with a gun just because you asked for a manager, you're going to feel a little bit threatened. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that's not entirely legal. But I digress. Here's how you get back at these motherfuckers. Go on a fucking Friday. Everybody. If you have to go to the DPS office, go on a Friday right before they fucking close. Because here's what happens. They're slow as shit, and they've usually only got like 3 or 4 lines open. They're slow as shit. They take their sweet-ass time about everything. But Friday at 5 o'clock, they want to get their ass out of there. So they lock those fucking doors at 5, and all of a sudden, a million fucking windows open up, and they start working fast. Because guess what? They don't want to be there anymore. So if they're going to be dicks and fucking, take that much time out of our fucking day, the way I figured is we can fuck their Fridays up. Fucking power to the people. Unite. Fuck the DPS.